Oh, okay. That must mean that we're live. Hello, people.
We're definitely live. How we going, guys?
Hectic. Wait, how are you going? We didn't cover that yet.
Yeah, I'm awake.
I've been
My
on the road
car's
since
not
8 o'clock
broken.
this morning. Huh?
My
Your car
car's
what?
not broken. It's not
Oh, good.
broken. So that's positive.
Yes. I've been out on the road since like 8. Well, first job was 8 o'clock. So I've been on the road since 7:30, and then I've got another job to do after this, and then another job to do back here after that. So let's get on with it.
That's a little crazy.
A little bit. So yes, hi, we're here answering your tech questions, which should come as a surprise to nobody because this is our weekly schedule now. So
Jeez, grandma's on the door quick.
Huh?
Hey, yo, mama.
Hi. So yes, 7 p.m. Tuesdays, we're answering your tech questions 100% free of charge. We can charge you double or triple if you want, like, you know, those donations are welcome, and if you check, they're probably already not taken out of your bank account anyway, seeing as that's still zero. But yeah, you can feel free to ask us your tech questions because there is no such thing as a dumb question, except for the one that's not asked. Thanks, Jake. Yeah. You can find all our contact details at www.thedotmill.com/contact. You can also Google the Dot Mill now, and all our details will come up, I believe. I probably should have set that up a little while ago, but yeah, more our physical location. You can come physically find us to drop off your computers to get fixed. But anyway, all right. What are you drinking tonight?
I have some orange juice.
Happy hour. Oh, cool.
I
have some ginger beer. It looks very clear, actually.
Yeah, that's odd. But I am going to get to, if my grandma's
clear.
If my grandma's still watching, I am going to get to looking at your computer soon to see what I can get off them for you. And I also have another, I got like an iPad here too that I've been asked to do the same. Yeah, I know I don't like iPads. So it's just, I was asked. I will assist. Yeah, I know.
Welcome. We'll have to get cookies. Anyway, where are we going with that? Wait. How old is this iPad? Tell me more about this. Oh. Was that like a mic drop moment?
It's silver.
That's not really a surprise.
I don't know. It's got a broken screen. It's a big boy. Like,
okay.
Tell me what it is from just the camera. I don't know.
Show me the charge port.
It's the fast charge thing. The like one you can put in either way.
Okay.
Like USB-C.
So it's somewhere between a 3 and a 7 then.
Yeah, it's a little cracked on the screen. Oh, she found out pads don't fly in reference to yeah. So it doesn't turn on, but we'll get it on and see what we can find on it for her.
Wait, it doesn't turn on.
Well, I don't know how to use iPads. I'm pressing the button and it's not doing anything. Oh, there's a button there too.
So it's probably just flat.
Yeah, it's flat.
Okay, cool.
That's what the picture says.
Oh yeah, so it's not completely broken then.
No,
that's all right. That's not too bad.
Yeah.
Cool.
That's
all right.
probably going to be more of a you job.
Oh no, you're going to have to learn Apple, hey.
Yeah, one day.
Huh?
One day.
I heard Monday. Yeah, that sounds good to me.
But yeah, so that was just because the grandma's there. So
yeah, I just realized I should share this thing so that people can come see us or something.
No, I don't know your code, but I'm sure I will be able to contact you when I need it. Because at the moment it doesn't turn on. So I'll steal Mum's charger later and get it charged, and I will give you a call. I do still have your number somewhere. I think. No, I do. But I'll give you a buzz depending on time when I get a chance to have a look at it for you. Speaking of time, always behind on schedule, aren't we?
Yeah. Well, what we just set up this live stream like 9 minutes before we were set to start. So
Yeah.
that's a thing. And I did say last week that I was going to have video out for Friday, and then a bunch of you all wanted work done. So yeah, that didn't happen. But I was here
a lot of work came up.
Yeah, I was here till 3:30, I think, on Thursday night / Friday morning, and then I think it was 2:30 or 2 on Friday night / Saturday morning. So yeah, it's been a little bit hectic, but it sure beats the alternative. So I'm happy with that. I'm just very tired.
Yeah, sounds like Mama. So have a good night, Mama.
Good idea. Bye. So jealous right now.
Yeah, so am I. But yeah, I'm kind of now back on schedule for the 3P production stuff. I've recorded the videos. I just have to learn how to edit them and all that kind of fun stuff.
Yeah, it's not going to be that hard.
No.
Hopefully.
Especially with me, because I'm so, is it charismatic or whatever? Like, I'm very, the camera likes me. I don't need to edit much.
Yeah, I think it's
look at it and it just works.
I know, we don't get paid for our English skills, so that's fine.
That was the only subject I didn't like at school.
English?
Yeah.
I actually didn't mind English. Surprisingly, I didn't really like maths.
Yeah, that's odd.
Yeah.
Maths was a good subject.
I like this lighting. It makes my teeth look really white. Anyway. Oh, yeah, sorry. We were talking about drinks before. So on the topic of drinks, I should drink more of this.
But don't drink it all straight away.
Our drinks are non-alcoholic because we're working. So, you know.
You were about to say we're at work. I'm not at work. I'm working, but I'm not at work. I nearly showed up because I was out driving my car. I'm like, I could just show up for the stream. Then I'm just like,
Then you would have found the power was off, which was freaking terrible. So we've had 2 power outages of some kind today by the look of it, or at least 2 circuits tripped today, which we're thinking is from power outage. Well, I'm thinking is from power outage. I don't know. Either way, I think we may have to invest in some UPSs. And yeah, well, I wasn't actually planning to talk. Oh, wait, sorry. Please drink responsibly. That was the point of before. But that aside, save your livers. And what was I going to say? Yeah, UPSs. I wasn't planning to talk about this, but I think we should talk about this. You all should have UPSs. And I'm saying that because we don't have UPSs, and we should all have UPSs as well. So Amazon, Google, eBay, something. I don't know. Anyway, we'll figure that out later. But look, even if you're not, I don't know if people know this or not. So let's start with what is a UPS. So UPS is an uninterruptible power supply. It's basically a big battery for your computer. So I don't know.
Is it a lead acid or lithium or what type of battery?
Well, depends what you buy. I don't know. I can't remember. I
don't know either. I just thought I'd put you on the spot, see if you did know that or not.
No idea. I've never actually owned a decent UPS.
All I know is they're heavy.
UPS before. Oh yeah, they're heavy. They're batteries, and the batteries die very, very often. I think you have to replace them like probably somewhere between 2 to 5 years. So yeah, that's a thing. But yeah, just in case you're wondering, why you should have a UPS, not only in the event of power outages, it also helps to clean the power, like any surges or brownouts or spikes or dips or whatever. Well, that's pretty much the same thing, said a different way. It just smooths the power out because, you know, the battery makes up for it. The battery will absorb the spike and charge into it, I guess. And for any dips, it'll make up for. So in the long run, it'll probably actually help your computer run better and for longer. Just putting it out there. What?
I was just making sure my phone was on silent. And what you were talking about, making your computer live longer and all that, just reminded me of a topic that's bouncing around on YouTube the last few days.
The AMD Ryzen motherboards are reporting voltage?
Kind of. More the motherboards are pushing more power through the CPUs than this, like AMD saying they should.
Isn't that because of underreporting? Well, are they just doing it and telling you they're not not
They're
pumping
doing, yeah, stuff like that. That's what I got from Jay's 2 cents today.
Yeah.
It was not good. Well, it was also, yes, it may be damaging your CPU, but it's going to take the lifespan from 12 years, from like 15 years to 13 years.
Yeah.
And it's like,
most of us would have upgraded by then.
Yeah, and he also said it's pretty much the exact same thing as overclocking, but the only difference is the motherboards are doing it without you knowing. So like when you plug it in and it does everything auto, it's automatically going past the limit the CPU says it should.
Yeah.
But the CPU still has a big no, don't touch me there. Like it has a big power temperature limit where if it hits it just shuts it down. It doesn't kill the CPU. It just shuts the CPU down before it hurts itself.
Well, that's all right then.
Yeah. Sorry. Just talking about power and surges. And
yeah,
it makes sense. It's the same. But yeah, so we definitely need to get UPSs.
Back to subject though. Yes, we are behind production schedule. Well, I'm definitely behind. I guess you're caught up pretty much now. I'm behind. Hopefully I will catch up a little bit tomorrow, but I promise nothing. We'll see. It depends on how the workload goes. I don't know if I'm going to sneeze or not. That's awkward. But anyway, next subject, which brings us to the subject of our video that we're going to do first. NBN sucks, which is great because I got to talk about that on, well, I was going to say national television, but it wasn't national television. It was statewide television.
Wait, it's not 9NBN anymore, is it?
It never was.
I swear 9 was NBN.
No, 9 MSN.
You sure?
And that's still a thing. If you go to 9msn.com.au, I'm pretty sure that's still a thing.
I win. You lose.
9MSN has moved to 9.com.au.
No, there's NBN News. 9 NBN News.
Oh, you're talking about like the old TV channel?
Yeah.
I thought you meant Channel 9 and NBN doing something together. I'm like, nah, they didn't do that.
No, it's still a thing though. Like it's got brand new things when you look up 9NBN. I was just thinking, I'm like, you probably should clarify which NBN's bad because wasn't it Channel 9 that did the interview?
Yeah, it was. Yeah.
Yeah. That's why when you said NBN sucks, I'm like, you want to check?
I'm pretty sure we all know which bandwagon we're on when we say NBN sucks. Is anyone thinking that's not National Broadband Network? Or National Broadband Network, whatever you want to call it?
Maybe. Like, I knew what you were talking about. I'm just saying people like taking things out of context.
People might get up for that. Okay, well, NBN... It's NBN News?
No, it's just 9NBN.
Okay, 9NBN's fine. As far as I know. NBN Co, however...
Not so good.
Yeah. I don't even know what hand gesture to give them because I'm not that rude. So, yeah. Anyway. But yeah, we'll have a whinge about that for Friday's video. Well, I'll have a whinge about that for Friday's video. That'll be fun. Anyway, moving on. That was it. If you caught the news article, please let me know. And if not, actually, you know what? I should post the link.
I can't even see where you put the link in the group chat. Or did you put it on the 3P one, not the IT one?
Yes.
We have too many group chats.
We have 2.
Yeah, I know, but there's other ones everywhere.
found it.
Yeah, I found it. I'm going to mute it though.
Here we
Yeah,
go.
so it's
I think this is it.
I found it if you want me to put it up. Actually, no, I've only got the one you sent, which
Yeah.
I don't know if you've made it public or not yet.
No. We'll put up the official one.
Oh, yeah.
There we go. I just like that we got to feature, well, kind of unintentionally, Nintendo 64. And nobody commented about it, which is kind of sad. But anyway. Moving on. Should we move on, or do we want to talk more about that? I think I'm good.
No, you're right.
All right. What are we talking about next?
Is it time to buy a new computer?
Well, for us, I think the answer is always yes.
Yeah, yes. Oh, yeah. Parts, new parts.
Yeah.
I don't need a whole new system. My system's pretty hardcore here. But I could spare a couple of $100 or like $1,000 on a new graphics card. Anyone could. Well, two. Is it 2,000 or 1,000? 2,000.
Well, what, the 2080 Ti? I don't know.
Yeah.
What are they up to now? What are they up to, and who can afford one? Because I know I can't.
I'm pretty sure they're up around the new $2,000 mark for the 2080 Ti's.
Oh man, $199.
What? That
For
doesn't sound right. 2,000. Yeah, 2,000, between 2,200 and 2,400. We'll get you a Ti.
$17.99.
Where at?
UMart. Galax GeForce RTX 2080 Ti 11 gig.
Interesting. No.
If you're bored SLI capable, do you want to?
No. I definitely haven't got enough money for that.
They're in stock in Milton.
As much as I'd like to say I do, I don't.
I think a lot of people want to say they do. But yes, we won't be buying those. Anyway, point being though, should you buy a new computer? So I get this a lot, like when people get me to look at their computers, they're like, should I buy a new one? Should I pay to have this one fixed? Basically, if it's going to cost you more than the computer's worth to have fixed, you might as well just go and get a new one, which does happen more often than not. When you're paying somebody else to do the labor, parts plus labor can easily equal like $300 or $400. And just putting it out there, to build a very, very, very basic computer now, just the towel, we're talking just the box here. So yeah, we could probably do one of those for like $650.
But that's a very basic computer.
Yeah, but it's still going to be faster than whatever we're trying to fix most of the time.
Yeah.
So, you know, that's a thing. But aside from that too, we covered last week how long a computer should last, and just from the ATO depreciation schedule, they're fully depreciated after 4 years. So that's end of effective life. So yeah, that's if it's a desktop. If it's a laptop, well, laptop repairs often take longer and cost more. So yeah, but they only lasted, I think it was 2 years on the depreciation schedule.
Yeah, laptops and tablets weren't that much.
That really was not long, hey? Where is it? Mobile/portable computers, including laptops and tablets. Yep, 2 years. Servers catch a bit of a reprieve, though. They're 4 years, although that's the same as a desktop. I know plenty of people running servers older than 4 years old, though.
We? Yeah.
Yeah. Server year tends to last longer, but anyway. I guess if you're in enterprise, you want to be replacing them about that often. Anyway, so Yeah, so 4 years, or like if you need repairs and it's older than 4 years, probably just get a new one.
Yeah, but only if you need it. Like, it's not a time at the moment where prices are reasonably low. At the moment, things are fairly high price. Things are hard to come by at the moment still. So if you, so if you can put off, you're probably nearly best to do that at the moment, because it's because one of the things I don't think we've talked about is the power supply. Isn't there supposed to be like a power supply shortage, or power supplies are going up or something?
I think they're going up.
Yeah. And it's like, it's
COVID
one of those
weird things to the world.
Yeah, because you had a heap of the tech guys on YouTube saying, "Build now, build now, build now."
Yeah,
and so a heap of people went out and bought a heap of stuff, and now it's like, well, there's a shortage. Good job.
Yeah,
and the fact that you never, I don't feel like you ever want to really buy anything mid-year, because that's when, from what I've seen, a lot of new stuff tends to come out. So you kind of want to wait until the end of the year so you can see what's come out that year. Because you've got the 3000 series graphics cards coming out for NVIDIA soon, or they're talking about them.
Yep.
So the next gen, you've got the 4000 series Ryzen's coming out soon. Well, they're talking about the revamp first.
Yeah.
But when's that supposed to happen?
Wait, sorry, I think the revamp was 3rd to 4th quarter.
Yeah.
So somewhere between July and December. So I'm gonna hazard a guess and guess around closer to September.
Yeah, because they also have the new motherboards coming out.
Hey, this brings us to our next topic.
Yeah, which kind of makes sense, but also kind of sucks, is time differences.
Yeah. So today is supposed to be the release date for the AMD B550 chipset. Today. It's not out yet because, like Jacob just mentioned, time zone difference. It's not the 16th in America yet.
Today's tomorrow.
Yeah.
Today.
Because
in America.
Yeah. I was looking forward to those. I was thinking of getting one.
But from what we've found, okay,
so there's some prices out on Amazon.
Yeah, Amazon's had a little bit of a leak, probably.
They what? Probably
had a bit of a leak by someone.
No, all the items say temporarily out of stock.
Yeah, but that's what I mean. They shouldn't. The fact that no one else has them up except for Amazon and those two products, it seems more of a leak than them putting it up like they're supposed to. Because, when you look at the prices, it's one of those things where,
they're up on Newegg.
They are up on Newegg?
Yeah.
Are they the same prices?
Release date for them is 19th of the 6th, though. So they're all pre-orders.
Yeah, that's what I said yesterday when I was talking to you about it.
What, on Newegg?
Well, no, the fact that everywhere it's going to be released on the 16th, but it's going to be for pre-orders. You're not going to, like, the stores aren't going to have them that day.
The pre-orders are only 3 days ahead.
Yeah, that's what I mean. So they're going to bring out, most likely publish everything tomorrow or tonight at 12 o'clock or whatever, whenever it's tomorrow in America, but today. They'll put it up on all the stores for pre-order. They'll all say out of stock and that, but you won't be able.
I just changed our region on Newegg to Australia to see what happened, like to get the Australian prices. And all the boards disappeared except 3. So to the Australian market, we only have 3 B550 boards available from Newegg.
Which are
The ASRock B550 Pro 4, the ASRock B550 Phantom Gaming 4, and the ASRock B550 Steel Legend. And they are $229.90, $195.80, and $262.90 respectively. That's a lot cheaper than Amazon was, wasn't it?
hang on. I'm just trying
Amazon for the same board, B550 Pro 4.
See, that's
wasn't on there.
No, they're more expensive than. Wait, no, they are cheaper.
Phantom Gaming 4 was $204.32 on Amazon. It's $195.80. It's not much cheaper. And the B550 Steel Legend micro ATX board.
They've also got a ATX as well. Oh, they've got the ASRock Pro, sorry.
No, I'm talking about on Newegg.
Yeah. On Newegg, you've got the Pro and you've got the Steel Series.
But does anyone in Australia have the B550 up yet?
No, I don't believe so. Not that I've been able to find. But yeah, and that's the thing. Like, but even with those prices, they're not. I don't know. I'm still not 100% convinced that it's going to be
good value for money.
Yeah, because like let's look at a B450. Yeah. Not in stock. Let's go all items, high to low. So top of the range. So ATX, ROG Strix, which is pretty much one of the top of the range AM4 B450s. Would you agree?
Yeah.
$249.
Yeah.
Whereas you're talking about an ASRock board for pretty much the exact same price.
Wait, where are we looking?
Like I'm on Computer Alliance.
Yeah, but you've got to compare apples to apples. So same shop. So you jump on Newegg and compare B450 high-end board to a B550 low-end board.
It's even worse.
I'm just looking at the difference between X570 and B550.
But even that's only like $100 difference.
Did B550 officially lose support for PCIe 4?
I'm not sure. You'd have to check those B450 boards. B550 boards. Yeah.
Well, just for the fun of it then, let's check the most expensive one.
Wow. A Fatality ASRock Fatality board is 605 Australian dollars.
No, B550 got PCI Express 4.
So there's something wrong with Newegg. It's terrible.
Why?
The prices are so confusing.
Why? What do we have?
Well, an ASRock Fatality board is $605.
Ooh. Ow. What chipset? X570?
No, B450.
That seems excessive.
I'm aware of this. But there you go. Are we talking the Pro? The ASRock Pro?
Yeah.
B450? $195 for a B450.
This is the Pro 4.
I've got way too many tabs open. There it is. Possibly.
The B550 Pro 4 from Newegg is $229.90. Wait, you changed to Australia, right?
Yes.
Okay, good. So it's not that much difference between a 550 and a 450. But then how much for an X570?
Well, that's the thing. Like, I don't know. It's really hard to compare things until we have proper things because I don't know anyone who buys off Newegg.
Yeah, I know, but this is like one market where we can get Australian pricing now.
Yeah, but like I said, the prices are like all over the shop, and the parts
There is an ASRock X570 Pro 4 motherboard, $315.70.
How much
$315.70.
for the X570?
Yeah, in the ASRock Pro 4.
Compared to how much was the other one? For
Which
the
one?
450?
450? You had the 450. Yeah. I've got
No,
the
the 550.
229.90.
Yeah, it wasn't a Pro 4, it was some proximity thing. Like the only one the one you'd have to try to look, isn't it? Is it the Steel series that's supposed to be really good? The X570 Steel series?
I think that's like mid-range. Because then you've got the Tai Chi above that, which is the high end.
Oh, so it is a X570 Steel Legend, which is $339.
That's still pretty cheap.
Well, that's what I mean. Compared to, so what is that? The Steel Legend. So the 550 version at $262. Like, and that's only a micro ATX board by the looks of it.
Yeah.
Like, for the extra, what's that? Not even $100. Like, $70. No, my maths is terrible today.
What are the numbers?
339.90.
Yep.
And 262.90.
$77.
For an extra $77, you can step up to the X570. Like, which has everything that the B550 is offering.
And more.
And more. For an extra $70. Like, I don't know. It's kind of like what happened with Nvidia and their graphics cards.
Yeah.
They have so much going that there's not really. Yeah, I don't know. If it was cheaper, sure, it'd make sense. Like if it was on the same price as the B450s were for the same kind of product, I'd understand. But $70 isn't really that much to stretch to get all the added bonuses of going to an X570. Because let's kind of do my setup then.
So when are you buying an X570?
I'm probably still going to wait until they all come out, like the 550s.
Yep.
And then decide from there, yeah. But like I said, at the moment, from what I'm seeing,
would you consider a B550 if they're cheap enough? Or would you still go X570 for the extras?
Well, it would come down to how cheap and quality, because one of those ones you found on Amazon, it's cheap. Like, don't get me wrong, $200, but it looks like an extremely cheap board. And I wouldn't want to use that in my system, if that makes sense.
B550 Phantom Gaming 4 AC.
Yeah, it's just a very cheap looking motherboard, and it's like why would you put that in something that you want to show off kind of thing, which is what I want to do.
Phase power.
Sorry?
It's only got 8 phase power too.
Yeah. But like even that, like not talking up my setup, but for $209, you get the Tough B450, which is a decent mid-range motherboard. Yeah, one of those for $209. Like, and you're saying for the same price, yeah, and like it's a nice looking motherboard. Don't get like, again, I'm not being like saying it just because I own one, but
I haven't actually looked at it yet.
like it's a nice looking board.
Oh yeah, it's all right.
The only difference between this from, again, just from the little information we have of the B550s is it's got PCIe 4.0.
What's that? The B550 boards?
Yeah. I'm like, for how much better this looks compared. Oh, and sorry, that has Wi-Fi.
Which one?
The that ASRock thing.
Yeah.
But in saying that as well, I'm pretty sure. What's a B460M?
Intel.
Ew. Yuck.
Yeah, that's what we want.
But in saying that, I'm pretty sure I got mine cheaper than $209. I'm pretty sure mine was around the $189 mark when, like, earlier on when they first came out.
Yeah. It was like $179, I think.
Yeah, that's what I mean. I'm pretty sure they've gone up in price.
Yeah, they are at the moment because of freaking COVID. We demonetized yet?
I'm pretty sure we would have been a very long time ago.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, no, they've definitely gone up in price.
Yeah.
Well, they were $229-ish. Oh, you can get the ATX for $179. Micro ATX, sorry. But yeah, it's one of those things. What I was trying to get at was the difference between the 570 off.
How much is a high-end 570 now?
Still crazy money. You can get like $2,000 ones. Like $1,000 for, I think the Godlike's about $1,000. The MSI Godlike. But yeah, so for pretty much double your money, there was like a $200 price difference between the Tough B450, which is what I have.
Yeah.
And to jump up to the X570 that has Wi-Fi, that has the PCI Express 4.0, all that fancy stuff. As you saw with the research we did the other day, the better VRAM, better everything for an extra $200. Was it VRAM? No, not VRAM. VRM, yes, that one. I was close. I just missed an A. I needed to drop an A. But yeah, it was pretty much like that. I see as an understandable gap, if that makes sense. Whereas people are going, you want to like upgrade to this for this much more money, like an ASRock base model motherboard for the price of a mid-range Asus, and you get PCI 4.0.
Are we talking X570 now?
No. Still like
450.
B450 versus B550. Like from the information we have, like comparing.
Yeah, we've got to wait till local supplier prices come out, which hopefully will be very soon, but we don't know. So
yeah, we have no idea until America decides to get their stuff sorted.
Pretty much, yeah.
If they ever get it sorted.
America's fault? Wouldn't they be coming from Asia?
Yeah, but it's still America would be their big sales, like their main sales area.
Yeah.
And nothing ever happens in the world unless America says so.
I think we're crossing into uncharted territory there, but yeah.
Well, with IT stuff, like we never see anything before America.
Well,
America
they're doing
has
all
to
the
see.
R&D.
Yeah,
Well,
and
actually,
obviously,
isn't AMD based in Asia?
I know Asia always has the best stuff. Like Asia has the best stuff. They give stuff to America, then we get it eventually.
One day.
Maybe.
Yeah. Cool. So we still don't know what we're buying yet then.
Yeah. Well, like I said, one of the ones I really want is the upgrade from mine, which is the X570 Tough.
Yeah. Did you find anywhere that has that in stock yet?
It looks like UMUT does. They have it, like I can get it delivered.
How much are they?
$3.99 still.
Okay. So that's the one to beat, right? That's the one to beat then, I guess?
Yeah, like it'd have to have better features than the X570 Tough.
Yeah.
And be cheaper for me to want to buy it.
But you're still going to hold out and wait and see what happens?
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh, wait, it was $3.99. $2.99, not $3.99.
Is it only $2.99? I thought it was $3.99.
I got to find it again. I literally had it up just before. Yeah, it is $3.99. No, it's out of stock there. Where did I see it in stock? No, I think it was on Computer Alliance. It says out of stock, but they order them in. So,
okay.
I'd pretty much talked. Yeah, I'd have to talk to my associate at Computer Alliance and be like, "Yo, hook me up." But then, the other one was, I think the next closest one I was thinking was around the 450 range. Yeah. So pretty much 450, the Asus AM4 ATX Strix. Because that'd be close enough to the Tough. So pretty much, if I can't get a Tough, it'd have to be around the 450 mark and be better than the Asus AM4 ATX Strix X570.
How cheap would it have to be, though, to go B550 instead of X570?
Pretty much the same price as my current board.
Yeah, that's not going to happen, I don't think. Not like for a high-end B550.
Like it'd have to be like $200 and as good as everything else on my current board, and offer me VRM. Well, VRM would be great, but for the same price as this current board, like if you showed me one that was about $250 that was as good as this current one with PCIe 4.0, I may be interested. But in saying that, that's still a lot of effort for a very slight gain. Like I'd have to do a lot of research and talking to my mates to see if they believe it's worth it.
Yeah.
Because the reason I want to upgrade isn't just because of the PCIe 4.0, which a lot of people, that's all they want. Like I want to properly upgrade. I want to get the better VRMs, better overclocking, better stability. I just want an all-around better board.
Are you going to pop a chip?
Possibly. I was playing with it the other day, and like I said, for some reason it did some weird stuff. I had it stable at 4.35.
Yeah.
And then just out of nowhere with one of my apps, it just didn't like it and decided to shut everything down.
Yeah.
But I just hope that we find out soon enough about these B550s.
Hopefully.
Because, like I said, I'm not too concerned about the PCI 4.0 because, like, I think it was Linus and all that have said that you can't notice the difference.
Probably
like
not, though.
There's a video Linus did where he had all the different kind of storage devices. So SSD versus PCIe, blah, 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 all those kind of things.
Yeah.
And no one could pick the right order with the speeds. It's like they're saying that you can notice these huge speeds, but you really don't.
Probably
so
not.
Going from a hard drive to SATA or PCI, NVMe and all that.
That's like night and day.
But yeah, if you've already got a SSD or a is it a M.2 NVMe, like you're not going to notice difference going faster and faster and faster unless it's what you need for computing, like for your work. Like if you're smashing files and transferring files and all that kind of stuff, you'll notice it in the long run. But if you're just an everyday user / gamer, like I was telling Nathan the other day, the fact that having the SSD and the NVMe, for me, you only notice it loading into the game. So, like with me, I have Call of Duty on my NVMe drive, and the only benefit I get is I get to stand in the load screen longer than everyone else.
But doesn't it look pretty? I don't know.
No, it's boring. I miss everyone. Like even John, I'm pretty sure he's got his on his SSD.
Yeah.
Like even he loads in slower than me, and I literally stand there and look around for him. So, but yeah, it's just one of those things. I'm not completely convinced that the B550 is going to be as great as everyone's claiming it is. Like I'm pretty sure some YouTubers already have videos with them.
Yeah, they do.
I haven't even watched them. That's how little I'm concerned about them yet, right now. Should I watch them?
Maybe.
I know. One day.
Yeah, I don't know. I'm interested to see more from the budget building point of view, because a lot of people will end up with B550 chipsets with the 4000 series coming out. So, like, if you're not overclocking, then it's probably a good option because you're going to save that money anyway. Like,
and it was kind of like what I said earlier with the ASRock to you. I think it was before we got on stream. The fact that if it is for a basic computer, it probably would be fine because no one's going to see it. You're not going to have, like mine, a big glass window showing off the interior. It's one of those things where you're literally going to put it inside a case that's completely sealed that no one's ever going to see again, where you can have the factory power supplies with the mustard and red wires and all that kind of stuff. Yeah, that ASRock would be awesome for that. But like I said, it's still the fact that you could probably still get a cheaper B550. B450, if you know what I mean. Like the B450 is a crazy cheap board.
Yeah.
Like, you've built so many of the B450s, and even the A320s and the A350s.
Oh yeah, I'm getting some B350.
Yeah,
B350 and A320. I'm getting some crazy value out of the A320s at the moment. Not overclocking.
Yeah, and the thing is, until they, like, I believe they probably should have drawn the line with the B550s. It was like, with the chipset, the 4th gen, working in backdating and all that. Until they draw that huge line that says you cannot backdate.
Like, you're saying that you were fine with B450
become
not
obsolete.
The 4000 series.
Yeah.
But
until they draw that line and say the 4000 series will not work backwards, which they kind of have, but we're talking about Ryzen here. Like the A320 still, like you said, still are working with third gens. Like it was never meant to happen, but it works. And until they draw that line, it's going to be hard to use or justify using a B550 in a budget build.
Yeah. Mind you, the budget build we did with the 3300X is not really so much a budget build anymore, but there's a 450 in that.
Yeah,
we probably
but
got away.
That was more of a mid-range kind of gamer one because we wanted to see what you could do with the 3300X because that's not really a base chip.
No, but purely from a practical point of view, with it not being overclocked or anything, that would have run fine in an A320 board.
Yeah,
and from the user point of view, they wouldn't have known a difference still.
But being the gaming, like if you're aiming more towards gaming, having those.
No, I'm talking purely sitting in front of the screen, not knowing what's in the box. You're not going to feel the difference between an A320 and a B450. And it'd be the same with the B550 and the X570. You won't feel a difference if you're not overclocking.
Well, like I said, it was
even
that other.
You don't notice a difference. So
no, but the subject of the overclocking from factory that the motherboards are doing with the Ryzens.
The factory boost.
Yeah, the factory boost and that they're putting out. That would be, if you're gaming in that, not touching the BIOS or going into it, you may notice a difference between an A320 stock boost and a B450 stock boost. Because like I said, AMD, that's what the current... Well, that's what the current issue is. Like Jay's 2 cent went through and did literally the stock versus turning one thing onto auto versus another thing onto auto.
Wait, you're talking the inbuilt BIOS overclocking, not the factory AMD boost, turbo frequency.
But that's the thing. The CPUs aren't controlling it. That's what's going on at the moment. The CPUs are getting overridden by the motherboards.
Right.
So that's what's going on. That's why their AMD is currently going, what's going on? Because the CPU is designed, like you said, to have a factory boost. But as soon as you put it in the motherboard, it doesn't control that anymore. The motherboard's telling it what to do. So different motherboards are going to have different ways to tell it to do what they want it to do. And from factory, they're telling it to do what it's not meant to do.
So we're talking like straight out of the box, drop the chip in and go.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, okay, I want to try this.
Yeah, because like that's literally what Jay's 2 cents did. I forget, I think he was using a high-end chip, but he went into the BIOS, completely cleared everything. I think it's like F5 or whatever it is to go back to factory defaults.
Yep.
And then literally went in and benched it. Then he's like, okay, what happens like when this says auto still or enabled instead of overclocking it, which some motherboards, if you don't go in and see what's going on, could have it all enabled. That would cause different boosts and different clocks. And that's what he did his video on, because it was like, yes, it's saying it should do this, but the motherboard still has the final say. And like I said, pretty much
test this.
Yeah, pretty much once you put the CPU in, all the CPU can do is, hey, I've reached 95 degrees, I'm shutting down. And it turns the computer off. It doesn't, it's not a crash. It's not being unstable. It's literally, hey, I'm too hot. We're shutting down.
Yep.
And that's what one of the arguments is. Tom's Hardware, I believe, did the video initially, and Jay's talked about it and did a few tests. So I only watched Jay's 2 cents video today because obviously I have an AMD and I play in my BIOS all the time. I just wanted to see what he was talking about.
I think we should do A320 versus B550, 450.
Yeah. And like I said, just go through, make sure it's completely default. Everything is turned off. Because like even to the stage where he had even the DOCP.
Yep. Turned off.
That was all turned off. And then he literally just went in, turned it on. and showed us another test, and then it's one of those things where it's actually crazy to think that. Well, it's not crazy to think; it makes sense because that's how motherboards would go. Hey, our motherboard's better.
Yeah.
Because if you sell two motherboards, like two different motherboards to two people, give them the exact same chip, you put them in, turn it on, they're going to perform different.
Yeah. Whereas stock for stock, you should expect the same performance from both.
That's the point. Like if you get a CPU, you should expect the same performance no matter what motherboard you put it in. But the fact is, the motherboard companies, manufacturers,
wait. What was the result? What was the result from stock to stock to stock?
There was decent jumps between 40 to 50 points in Cinebench on each step. But he only used the one motherboard, showing the difference between all still like automatic overclocks that are on the motherboard. The difference between auto and enabled was like 40 points on the same setting. So when you have it on default, it goes to auto.
I'm talking about default, not touching anything in the BIOS at all.
Yeah, that's what he did. It was he did that, and then he went back through to show you why it changes and what changes.
I'm gonna have to watch this.
Yeah.
But anyway, that's a lot of food for thought. My head hurts. Now I need food for me. It's dinner time.
It kind of makes sense because, again, it's like the VRAMs, like what I want. Like everyone going the VRMs, everyone's like, your CPU should be doing better. I'm like, yeah, as far as I know, this version of VRM isn't that great. But putting it into one that's going to sense everything better is going to increase it.
How many phases is your VRMs? How many phases are you know what I mean?
That you're going to have to make me look now.
Oh, come on. You should know this already if you were researching alternatives.
Trash. What was the question again?
How many VRM phases?
I can't even see the soccer. Yeah.
I found the motherboard page.
Yeah, I decided to do the same thing and cheat. I've got a Asus.
Oh, nothing on their specs page.
Yeah, I don't think it will tell me. Yeah, I can't even see it anywhere. It's just tough. That's all I know. I haven't even seen that thing in my BIOS before. How do I get to that?
What?
Oh, just stuff that they have on their website that I haven't seen before.
Oh, okay. Four.
Yeah. It only has 4.
Yep. I think so. This is in German, so I'm assuming Fasten is phase. Phasen, sorry. 4 Phasen.
Compared to, what was the other one? The other one was pretty high, wasn't it?
Which one? X570?
Yeah, the Tough X570. But it was an odd one. It was 6 phase. Was it 8?
Was it 6 doubled?
It was 6 doubled or 4 tripled.
Yes.
Is what I'm pretty sure I remember from the video the other day.
I can't remember. That was a lot of information to take in.
Yeah, that video had a lot going on, which is good. Don't get me wrong, it's good. It's just one of those things where you got to sit down and read it over and over again.
Anyway, look,
let's stop putting people to sleep because I'm putting me to sleep. Unless anybody has any questions.
But yeah, I think we've covered that that question. I don't know about thoroughly. We've covered it extensively. I feel like we've still got unanswered questions, but until we get local pricing for the B550 motherboards here, we don't know a thing. So
that's the issue. We need to work that out.
The deciding factor, really. Price. Anyways, let's wrap it up then. So, look, you can join us again next week for talking about tech stuff. Who knows? We might have even bought a motherboard by then if they're coming out on the 19th. I neither confirm nor deny anything. But anyway, you can join us from 7 p.m. next year. Huh?
Don't tempt me.
Jacob's going to buy a motherboard by next Tuesday, apparently. I'm keen to see. It's probably not going to happen, but you know, it might. If it does, I call it first. Just
it's like I said it before everyone else said it.
Yeah. Well, your car's done. You got no excuse now, right? Yeah, that's not true.
Yeah,
but
that is kind of true.
Okay, cool. Yeah, we'll be back from 7 p.m. next Tuesday, like every week from now on, I guess. Please help us to help you if you know somebody else who uses technology, or one, please like this if it was helpful to you, or if you did actually like it. Yeah, please share it around because everybody uses technology. So, you know, everyone could do with some tech help every now and then. Remember, there is no such thing as a dumb question except for the one that's not asked. So if you have a tech question, send it through to us on any of our social media profiles or contact details, which you can find at www.thedotmail.com/contact. I have to remember to breathe. Anyway, that's it. We'll see you next time. Thanks.
See you guys.
Bye.
Have a good night.
There's the button.